Fionn MacCool was one of Ireland's greatest and mightiest heroes, and leader of a group of warriors known as the Fionn. As a young man, he was trained in the arts of war and hunting, but he also spent time studying under the Druid poet named Finnegas, who was said to be one of Ireland's wisest men, and who was to pass on to Fionn wisdom and knowledge. However, while Finnegas may have already been one of Ireland's wisest, he seeked to be one of the wisest in the world. He seeked all the knowledge in the world, a gift that could only be granted to the first person to taste the flesh of the magical Salmon of Knowledge. For several years Finnegas spent by the River Boyle in County Meath trying to catch the fish, but without success. And when he took Fionn in, he began to part onto him all of his wisdom as best he could. However, he kept his knowledge of the salmon from Fionn for fear that he might catch the fish before he did. One day, while Finnegas was once again trying to catch the fish, and Fionn was thatching his roof and mending walls, he got a bite on his line. It was the Salmon of Knowledge he so desperately wanted to catch. But the fish was big and strong and began to pull old Finnegas towards the river. Fionn saw this, and as Finnegas was pulled into the water, Fionn grabbed his legs, and using all his might he hauled both Finnegas and the salmon onto the riverbank. Finnegas and Fionn were delighted with their catch, Finnegas obviously even more so. He and Fionn began to prepare the salmon for dinner, and Finnegas told Fionn, "Eat all you like tonight, but I must be the first to taste this fish." Fionn thought nothing of this, and proceeded as Finnegas wished. He prepared a fire and cooked the fish. As the fish was nearly cooked, however, Fionn noticed a blister rising on its skin from the heat of the fire. Fionn prodded it with his thumb and it burst, but he burnt himself, and without a thought, he put his thumb in his mouth to soothe the pain. And so, Fionn became the first person to taste the flesh of the Salmon of Knowledge. Unaware of the salmon's gift, he finished the cooking and brought the meal to Finnegas. But when Finnegas looked at Fionn, he saw a fire in his eyes that was not there before. He asked Fionn had he eaten any of the fish. Fionn said no, but then he explained about the blister in his thumb. Finnegas' heart grew heavy, for he knew he would now never achieve his life's ambition. He told Fionn, "There is no further need for you to be my pupil. I can teach you nothing more, for you are now the wisest man in the world." It is said that from that day forward, should Fionn require the knowledge that he gained, he had to place his thumb in his mouth, and he would then know the answer to any problem or question before him. It was this incredible knowledge and wisdom that allowed him to then become the leader of the great band of Fionn warriors.